Possession is a very controversial subject and involves the idea that an evil spirit can control a person's body and mind. Some people believe in the existence of possession, while others argue that it is a mental illness or an explanation for strange behavior. Welcome to our video about the most obscure cases of spirit possession. Throughout history, the idea that a spiritual entity can possess a person's body has been a subject of interest and fascination. Today, we're going to explore some of the darkest and most enigmatic cases of spirit possession. The first case we are going to explore is known as the Anneliese Michel case. In 1968, in Germany, a 23-year-old girl began to show strange behavior and hear voices. After many medical tests, doctors were unable to find an explanation for her symptoms. Anneliese Michel was a devout young Christian woman who began experiencing extremely violent behavior and hearing voices that claimed to be demons. She believed she was possessed by 6 different demons. Anneliese was subjected to several exorcisms, but her condition deteriorated further. She suffered from extreme hunger and refused to drink water, which led to her death in 1976. This is one of the most famous and controversial cases of spirit possession. Some people believe that Anneliese really was possessed by demons, while others argue that she suffered from a mental illness. Another enigmatic case of spirit possession is that of Roland Doe, also known as Robbie Mannheim. Roland Doe was a young American man who began to exhibit strange behaviors and hear voices after using a typewriter that belonged to his deceased aunt. He believed he was being possessed by evil spirits. Roland was subjected to several exorcisms, which resulted in a series of frightening events, including objects moving by themselves and unexplained injuries. This case is considered one of the most authenticated cases of spirit possession and is often cited as one of the strongest examples of the reality of possession. Although some people argue that Roland suffered from a mental illness, many believe that he was actually possessed by evil spirits. The next case we are going to explore is what is known as the Julia case. Julia was a 25-year-old girl who started showing strange behavior, including voices claiming to be spirits. She believed she was being possessed by an evil entity. Julia was subjected to several exorcisms, but her condition deteriorated further. She went on to have severe seizures and exhibit superhuman strength. This case is interesting because, although there is much physical evidence for the presence of something supernatural, there is no consensus as to the exact nature of this phenomenon. Some people believe that Julia really was possessed by an evil entity, while others argue that she suffered from a mental illness. We will now explore the case of Latoya Ammons. Latoya Ammons was a single mother of 3 who lived in Gary, Indiana. She began to report supernatural events in the house she lived in, including the appearance of evil spirits, strange shadows, and strange sounds. Latoya and her family underwent several exorcisms, and the house was investigated by parapsychologists and police. Many of the events have been recorded, and the accounts are frightening. This case is interesting because there have been several independent reports of supernatural events in the house, including reports from police and mental health professionals. Some people believe that Latoya and her family were actually tormented by evil spirits. What do you think? Do you believe in the possibility of spirit possession, or do you believe that these cases are explainable by other means? Leave your opinion in the comments below. Thank you for watching our video about the most obscure cases of spirit possession.